Hey everyone, it's Suzi Petrozzi here, and I'm excited to share with you another empowerment booster today. This is one of those empowerment boosters that becomes a really solid foundation for a lot of the things that you're going to build on in your life. And it's the biggest short circuit of your personal power. What is it, you might ask? It's not time, it's not your finances, money, family, health. It's none of that, and yet all of that relates to this one thing. And you know what that is? It's those core sabotaging beliefs or disempowering beliefs. And you know, you may think that you know what they are, and most of us do know what they are, but intellectually. And the problem with knowing something intellectually is that you can't then control what happens but subconsciously, what's driven subconsciously. In other words, how you then behave, what you say outside of, your safe zone when you get triggered. So the reason that it's so important to know that and to work on it via a process to help you then really tap into that so you can change it is that once and for all, you can then start to reprogram it. And if it's not done via body, so via intellect, body and intuition process, which is what I teach to my clients, then you're going to keep spinning the same circle. And this is what I see day in and day out when I work with my clients. I've been there. It's something that I'm working on until we sit down and start to unpack to help us get clear on, okay, what is it? How is it that I sabotage myself in my relationships? What is it that I do, say, not do, not say? What is it that I think? Not think. What is it that I feel, and why is it that I feel that way? And for you to try and do that yourself, it's just unlikely to happen, because you see, your ego will say, but I know that that's not true. So you'll stop yourself in your tracks from working through it. I know it, I've seen it, which is why I don't personally do it, and I have somebody else that helps me with that. So the biggest thing that you can do to help you start to hone in, shine light on what your sabotaging beliefs are deep down is to say, get out of the head, say, okay, I know that part of me thinks that, I shouldn't believe these beliefs, like I'm not good enough, or, it has to be perfect, or I will fail if I do something, if I try something. Put that to side, put it kind of on a bookshelf, symbolically speaking, come back and go, okay, but if I really go deeper, where does this come from? What is this about? Why do I keep why do I keep making the same, whether it be mistakes or patterns? I always stay away from the word mistake, because then it keeps you in that cycle of repeating the same mistake. Rather go back to the word of, why do I keep doing the same things? Responding the same way when I'm with people. Why can't I ask for what I want? And so when we can start to stay in that question without being defensive or without closing off by saying, but I know that's not true. I know it's not true that, I'm not good enough. But your body says another story, then it's important to listen. And you see, there's such power in listening, because you learn about yourself. You learn so much, and knowledge is power. And when we have knowledge about what, how, when we do things, we're in a position to be able to change things through small actions, through embodying different kind of qualities, or shining light on the qualities that we've kind of put in the background or in the back seat, so to speak. So if you feel that you're in a place where, I have for a long time been holding myself back, and I know that there is so much within me that wants to come out by way of potential, by way of capabilities, by way of leadership, then what I wanted to share with you is that this time, in a month's time, I'll be running my signature program, the Empowered Woman Bootcamp, which is a virtual 8-week mentorship program specifically for women to help them get clear on where it is that they get themselves, that they stop themselves in the way of moving forward, why, and to really then be able to take charge of their life by aligning with their values, getting really clear on what your personal mission, purpose, and vision is. And then to go for it, to implement those really powerful, inspired actions and steps to go for what you really want, step by step. So if you feel that you know what, I'm really resonating with that, I'm interested in that. All I'm doing at the moment is I'm putting it out there by registration for interest only. Normally I run this program by invite only. I don't tend to do big launches. I tried that, and I prefer small, intimate numbers of women that I can work with closely. So if you're ready and committed to work on some of these beliefs, to identify them so you know what they are, and you know, can then learn how to use these sabotages to propel forward instead of holding yourself back, then register your interest. And what I'll do is I'll put the link just in the comments below. So make sure that you wait for that link, register your interest. And the benefits of just registering your interest at this point is that you'll get some exclusive bonuses from me, and you'll start to fast track your journey to empowerment just by little tips that you get from me, little insights that I share with you, and you know, some other practices that are gonna help you start that process even before we start the bootcamp. So if that's you, then I encourage you to register. You've got nothing to lose, but only if you feel committed and you feel that, you know what, this is what I want to do. I want 2018 to be different for me. I want to propel myself forward. Okay, so if that's you, I look forward to hearing from you. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in, and I'll speak to you next week for more empowerment boosters. All right, see you guys. Take care.